All right, so we are going backwards. This is the last piece we saw on the second day. It's Tony Thatcher's piece called Score.
Yes, which has the participation of another Trinity Laban faculty, Nick Pendlebury, on viola, and he's the head of strings, right, at Trinity?
Yeah, I think so.
It has to be strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be wind.
Didn't you? I really liked how Ina, the performer, also a Laban graduate, she's really relaxed. Mm-hmm. Did you see that quality?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Well, I've seen Tony doing a 1-2-1 Alexander technique with her 1 hour before the show.
Oh, is that what they were doing on that table?
I think so.
Why is Alexander always on a weird kind of setup?
I don't know. Well...
Or is that the best, maybe it's the best they could find for like a flat surface?
Yeah. You know how Tony has a saddle in his office?
Yeah, it's what I was thinking about, the saddle.
Yeah.
I never did the adjustment of the hip.
I never had the honor.
No, me neither.
To go onto the saddle.
No.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
All right, so now it's the Nivea piece from the BA3 student.
It's another of the Fluxus works that Martin Hargreaves...
Yeah, they did apples.
Directed there. Is it an adaptation? No.
No, I think it's...
reconstruction?
Yeah, reconstruction.
It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Martin is so historical.
Mm-hmm.
He must have gotten it exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure.
It does give me a lot of anxiety, though. Especially, look at Danelle. So fast. Like, how they are arriving.
You know what? I think she has too much cream on her hand. And she has to go quicker because she knows she's going to have to leave soon. You know, the last one, I'm sure it's very precise, the amount of cream that they have to take. Because the last one has to leave the stage. The last one that comes on stage has to leave the first.
So what, she does like a little bit, like a
tiny bit, to stay like 30 seconds and not have any
Because the key is to have the hands dry?
Yes.
I hate that. Don't you hate having to wait until like you put on cream and it has to be absorbed? And Nivea cream is so heavy.
Yeah, me, I hate when I don't take enough and it's dry to put on.
I hate waiting, just the waiting. Okay. So do you think the last one...
Do you think they cheat?
Yeah. Maybe she like just leaves with the hands wet. Oh, nice. This was the heavy metal moment of the evening, sort of.
Yeah, it reminded me of an old band from the 80s, a Norwegian band.
I remember, yes, the style, no? The blonde hair.
The blonde
very
hair.
Cool, very
exactly.
cool. Now, I liked how, this is Diina Diina's piece.
Yeah, Diina's.
And I like how Diina managed to rework her MA thesis with different performers that she had to look for in Finland after moving back to Finland. It worked really nicely.
She found 2 great performers, very atypical.
Yes, he comes from, the dancer comes from the musical theater world.
Yeah, he told me that yesterday.
And they did a lot of work to get the contemporary feel, no?
Yeah. Even though the guitarist looks like a bit like Kurt Cobain, he's totally into very experimental, very underground, very like conceptual music.
Music, yeah. But yeah, his look is very Cobainish. So here we are. We did. We presented on fashion on day 2, outdoors, and we did a site-specific adaptation or version of it. And
yeah, I can't.
it's clearly. I mean, this piece is clearly excellent.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
Except that you have to remove the fat one, which is me. And which we're going to do for the next performance. I'm so happy we found another performer.
Emma, you're not fat, and the other
I'm
performer...
like a cochon.
You're not. And the other performer we found for our next festival is so
amazing.
she can replace you, so you can replace me, that I'm going to be quite fat with the pregnancy in the next 2-3 months. So it's not for you, okay?
All right. I still feel like a pig. I need a very black, long dress, but I'm going to replace you.
You will. Look at mine.